Man, please. He owns it. He claims it. There's no need to prove it.
It's okay. You'll come back tomorrow.
I tried digging up a bush yesterday. Big mistake. I saw a guy on TV yesterday. I swear he drew his beard on with a dull Sharpie.
Start spreading the news. Yeah.
Can a brother get a sandwich up in here or something? The cops and the firemen were kicking each other's butts.
Man, please.
Man, please.
Man,
please. Can we get on with it?
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. You're listening to the Man Please Show. I'm your host, Trog. Glad to be here. Glad you're all the live listeners I have, the millions and millions and millions of cells it takes to create the one live listener I have. So, I'm excited about all the probably billions of cells it takes, maybe even trillions. Are there that many people? Am I going overboard? Maybe. Who cares? Oh, me. It's 3:01 in the PM. It's April 11th, 2014. And today is Potpourri Friday. Potpourri Friday. So, I need some more potpourri. I got to spread the potpourri. Where is the potpourri? Where is the potpourri? You know, get it? Where is the love? Anyway, I'm glad to be here with you today. It's a beautiful day outside. It's like 70-some degrees out there. It's amazing. But I'm under this lake here in the Man Please Cave. Caca, caca. That wasn't me. That was a bird. A bat. Is that what bats sound like? I hope not. Hey, look, I want to remind y'all to go to the Man Please website. If you want to check out some old episodes, you can go to the Man Please website. It's manplease.com. One word, manplease.com. That's simple. Type that in your web browser, and it's probably going to be like the first thing that comes up, man. Yeah. I'm pretty much a big thing. I wish. Maybe one day. I doubt it, but maybe. And you can reach out, and touch someone by emailing. So you're not really touching anybody, but it's virtual touching, isn't it? My email is Danny Trogdon, one word, DANNYTROGDON, Trogdon, Danny Trogdon at manplease.com. So shoot me an email. Tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what you think, what you don't think. Confess your sins, whatever. Whatever you feel like. I'm here for you. That's why I do this. I actually do it for me, but I feel like all of you are just sitting on the other end of the table. We're just chatting, and as usual, I'm talking and not letting you get a word in edgewise. But you could get a word in edgewise. You know, you could call 336-763-5482. I've mentioned that to people that I know listen. And, no, I'm not going to call. I might be on the air. Well, unless you're worried about the billions of cells from the one person or two people that listen. No, I'm kidding. I have more listeners than that. I'm being modest. I get a lot of plays, and probably half of them aren't me. You know, it's not me going back to add up plays. I don't ever do that. Never. And yeah, we get a lot of plays. So we have listeners. We have people that are interested. And I'm so thankful. I don't feel alone. I don't want to be alone. I spend a lot of time alone. That's why my brain, I think, works the way it works. They say solitude is not healthy, but I think a certain amount of solitude is very healthy. And I think the people that don't have the luxury of having any solitude, which is a lot of younger people, because, you know, you're raising kids. When you got kids in the house, man, you can't even get solitude in a bathroom. But you need to try to figure out a way to get some, but you got to balance it. You can't have too much. Too much of anything isn't healthy. I've always heard that, and it's really true. Except air. But balance it, and it could be a healthy thing. So I would like to, how many people watch Judge Judy? Now, I'm not talking if you've just heard of her and maybe seen an interview on Good Morning America or something. How many people actually watch her? Because I guess what I want to talk about is reality shows. And this is one of shows that I consider a true reality show. And reality to me means it's not script-based. Golly. It's not script-based. It's, it's real people with real cases on Judge Judy. Now, there are some shows that I think are scripted. Possibly Divorce Court, because, they say, oh, you can't make this stuff up. Well, you know what? You can, and they do. But they don't do a very good job, because I can see right through it. And again, it's probably because I spend too much time alone. But I get to examine myself when I'm doing that. But these reality shows, there's good reality shows and there's bad, what I consider bad, terrible reality TV shows that actually get probably more people watching them than the good ones do. But I was talking about Judge Judy, and I think that's one of the good ones because I think it's real. And even though Judy can be kind of hard to take sometimes, when I first started watching Judge Judy, I really did not like her. I had compassion, and I was seeing these people that were kind of like a deer in a headlight. Their eyes were huge because they've probably never been talked to like that by a judge or anybody. And Judy don't pull no punches. Matter of fact, she throws extra punches, sometimes that ain't even required. You'd have been knocked down and bleeding out. She gonna hit you again. So I had a problem with her at first. She seemed too confrontational, and at that time I had a lot of confrontation in my life, and so I didn't really want to see it on TV. And when Judge Judy, when these judge shows, these court shows started, there weren't a lot of these other reality shows that I'm going to talk about here in a few minutes. These were actually probably the first series of reality shows. But I didn't like her at first. But I kept watching. I was just sucked in for some reason. Because it was real. And it was interesting to see people's reactions to things. And people's excuses, to hear their excuses. And to try to figure out, you know, when somebody wasn't telling the truth. And examine their body language and become more familiar with the signs of deception. You know, I like to look at things on a subatomic level sometimes, other than just scanning the surface. I like to look under the skin, because that's where everything that really functions is, under the skin. So I was examining these things and watching these people, and watching Judge Judy too, seeing what frustrated her. And as I became more familiar with her and, you know, people, I started switching over to Judge Judy's side. I could see and understand her frustrations. Because people, I mean, in all people, all kinds of people, all races of people, all colors and religions and backgrounds, have the same tendency to demand justice and to deny responsibility. Demand justice, deny responsibility. And every now and again, you'd come across somebody that was just ready to put this past him and accepted responsibility and told the truth and moved on. But for the most part, I really noticed a tendency in people. And like I said, all people, men and women, both. Children, you know, because every now and again there'd be kids on there, but mainly adults. And all different kinds of adults. People that had money, people that didn't have money. Like I said, all different races, all different religion backgrounds. Just a whole potpourri of people showing the same tendencies. Demanding justice, denying responsibility. And so I still watch it. I still find it very interesting. It tells you a lot about people, I think. And so, you know, I want to talk about some more good reality shows and some bad reality shows. Think about what style of reality show do you like? Think about it. And let's then maybe examine maybe why you like that, don't like the other. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Making beautiful memories last. Top Studios professional photo, audio, and video production. We offer unique packages not found anywhere else. Our wedding package includes a 30-second high-production video or audio invitation and a fairy tale love story video with professional narration. Top Studio will also give you a beautiful photo album with high-quality pictures that you can show your loved ones time and time again. For more information, call 732-781-8032.
I have a particular set of skills that I have acquired. And if you listen to the Man Please show, that will be the end of it. But if you don't, I will look for you, and I will find you, and tickle you till you cry.
All right, did you do the dishes?
I did.
Did you vacuum?
I did.
You're not going to blow your nose at the table anymore?
No, I won't.
Okay, you drive.
All right, let's go.
And don't embarrass me by yelling yippee when we get there.
Okay.
Sarah's Kebab Shop. Treat yourself to a menu that includes a wide range of food options from beef or chicken kebabs to one of the tastiest burgers in town. Hot and cold subs and Greensboro's best gyros. Sarah's Kebab Shop. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Located at 5553 West Market Street in Greensboro, right beside the DMV. And call them at 336-355-9260. Sarah's Kebab Shop. Reward yourself. Yippee!
Man, please. With these reality shows, I mean, for real. Real. That's what kids say today. Real, man, real. You know you're old when you use the phrase, well, that's what the kids say. The kids. I used to be one of those kids, the kids. I remember what it felt like to be part of the cool crowd. Not anymore. Yeah, I am anti-cool. My kids do not think I'm cool. But I think a lot of people that think they're cool are not cool at all. Like these reality show superstars, whatever. I mean, people that are really stars should be insulted that reality TV people are called reality stars, reality show, reality TV stars. People who really are stars should protest. I mean, stand up. Look who's being called a star. Look who's being put in your company. Well, I don't know. A lot of people like to watch these people. I'll tell you, I'll give you some examples. And I'm not going to just pick on the Real Housewives, but of course, if those of you who are listening to the show, if you've heard any of the other shows, you're probably aware that I don't like the Real Housewives of anywhere, USA, or anywhere planet Earth. I mean, oh my goodness. That, I have to tell you, it's not healthy. And this is just my opinion. You want to share your opinion? Call me. I'll let you share it. 336-763-5482. But tell me why, if you do think that, or if you don't think these, some of these reality shows are unhealthy, tell me why you don't think that. Tell me why. Convince me that they're not unhealthy. I have an open mind. But at this point, at this juncture, I feel they are extremely unhealthy. And I'll give you some examples. I was watching last night, I think. Last night. Hell's Kitchen. How many people like to watch that? I understand a lot of people that like to cook. Cooking shows are real popular now. But they're really not cooking shows anymore. They're conflict shows. Just like Real Housewives. They're conflict shows. They're shows based on human conflict. Because from the start to the beginning, what's going on? It's conflict. It's either Ramsay yelling at the chefs, and I really don't get these chefs. I mean, I was watching them, and they couldn't scramble eggs or fry an egg. I mean, I think my 7-year-old granddaughter can fry an egg and make it presentable. But anyway, But there's conflict. Ramsey's yelling at them. They're yelling at each other, and then, go in the back room, pick two that you want to put up to sacrifice, I mean, think of the image going on here. You, as a group, pick two out of your group and bring them forward, and one of them's going to be sacrificed. You know who else played these kind of games? They just didn't have TV. The Romans. That sounds pretty rough. They're sweetening it up. They're not killing the sacrificial lamb, but they are sending them home with their tails between their legs, and then they sacrimoniously set their picture on fire. What kind of image are we presenting here? I mean, really? And I know there's going to be people that's going to say, oh, calm down. It's a dadgum cooking show. People fuss. People fight. Well, yeah, that's true. But me personally, I get enough of that in my life. I don't want to sit down and be entertained by more fussing and more fighting. Well, then turn the channel. Well, I do. But I also reserve the right to express my opinion about them. Just like, you can express your opinion to me. And I'll listen. Honestly, I will listen. I might not convert. I might not agree. And I might tell you I don't agree. But that's okay. So, obviously, I don't think Hell's Kitchen is a healthy show. It's not healthy for me. I can say that for a fact. Now, I can't speak for anyone else. But speaking for myself, it's very unhealthy. I can't watch that show. I feel it works me up. You get that feeling of fight or flight. It's like constantly being on a state of alert. Well, any doctor will tell you that's not good for your system to constantly be in a state of alert, which is what some of these reality shows put you in from the beginning to the end, and even the previews of next week's show. What do they preview? The conflicts. They don't preview the accomplishments. Now, some of them do, but I'm just talking specifically about Hell's Kitchen and what's the other one? Kitchen Nightmares. These started off being cooking shows. And I think Ramsey probably has still a cooking show. I think him and two other chefs, and they have other chefs that compete. That's a little less confrontational, a lot more actually, about the cooking. But the two I just mentioned, Hell's Kitchen and Kitchen Nightmares, those are based solely on conflicts. I mean, did y'all see the Hell's Kitchen with that couple? I couldn't watch it, so I can't even remember where they were from. They were They specialized in an overseas food choice. I don't remember what it was, but you know what I remember? These two idiots throwing customers out because they were not happy with one part of the meal, or some other part of the meal, might not have liked the salad or like the entree, or too much salt, blah, blah, blah. People have the right to send it back if they don't like it or if they're unhappy with something. Well, anytime somebody would send it back, these people throw them out of their restaurant and dare them to come back, screaming at them, calling them names, cussing. It's disgusting. But you know what? That's what people like to watch. And it's unfortunate. But that is what, if people didn't like to watch it, these shows wouldn't be on the air, would they? Nope, they wouldn't. So it's kind of like, I feel like a salmon fighting, trying to swimming upstream, trying to get up the waterfall because everything is flowing against you. I think I don't know. It's here to stay until they move on to something else. There'll still be little snippets here and there. But, the big reality show boom will pass. Some good reality shows, I think, is, and I hope these are the ones that stick around, are the, the singing competitions. Those are enjoyable. I mean, like American Idol, they need to evolve, and American Idol's really not evolving, and so I think it's kind of shot its wad. Because I heard Harry Connick Jr., who I respect, make a comment. I know it was just because he, felt like he had to. Surely he can't believe this. But he said that the contestants, the final 12 or whatever it was, 13, 10, were the best in the show's history. Man, please, are you kidding me? I would not even rank them in the top 3. I would put them in the bottom 3, and they would, this group, this year's contestants, would be singing for the save. I'm afraid. There is a couple. Caleb, who is from right here in North Carolina. Caleb is from Asheville. I have family up in Asheville. And there was another young lady that, I think was from Goldsboro or something. She's already been voted off. But Caleb's good. There's another kind of a coffee shop singer guy. I can't think of his name. I mean, they just haven't hooked me. I'm actually a big American Idol fan. I've watched every season. I haven't missed any seasons. So I'm very familiar with the show. And this group is not I would say they're the least talented. But it's still a good show, and I like these type of shows. The Voice is a good show. It's different. It's still a competition, but you have mentors, and so it's different, and so it's a good show. The X Factor, you know how I feel about that now. Not the X Factor. The X Factor is another show though, but I think it got canceled, so we won't be seeing that again. I don't think. But America's Got Talent is the other one I was talking about, which I enjoy that show, and I still like the show. But you know how I feel about the host, Nick Cannon. He's a racist, and by his own admission, so I don't think he should be on TV. But still, I enjoyed that show because I like the different varieties of competition. You get to see other than singing. You get to see other types of talent, which is enjoyable. It's more like a variety show, which is what I grew up watching, a lot of variety shows. Carol Burnett, I think, was considered a variety show. It was a variety skit show. They did skits and so I enjoy that. Like The Amazing Race. Now, I know there's conflict. Yeah, there is conflict in those, but it doesn't seem to be the central theme of the show. I know they like to dramatize it and highlight some of the conflict, but I don't know. It seems a lesser lesser of an evil than other ones. But there's Survivor. Golly, that thing's been around since the beginning. I think it's kind of used up its usefulness too. But it was good. It was interesting. You know, you got to see how cunning people are and how willing they are to double cross. And, you know, you just get to see people in real life situations. Such is the name, reality. But, like I said, they're here to stay, aren't they? Good and bad. I hope more of the good ones than the bad ones. But, you know, they're here to stay. So, look, when we come back, we're going to talk about a couple other things. How many people like to watch that new show, The Cosmos? Me too. And we might have some Brian Regan for you. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to the Man Please Show. We'll be right back.
Top Studios offers professional voiceover work for videos and websites. Let Top Studios produce a high-quality audio commercial for your business that can be played on the radio or on the web. Our professional voiceover talents will help you better promote the quality of your product and or service. We also specialize in industrial training and safety videos. Top Studios, professional photo, audio, and video production. For more information, call 732-781-8032.
You are all listening to the Man Please Show. Gracias, amigos.
Man, please.
Yeah, that was a short break. Trying to catch you midstream. You know what I'm saying? Nah, just kidding. Just for me. So that if I need water, I can get water. If I need sustenance, I can get it. Or if I just tired of bending forward, I can lean back for a minute and a half. It's all about me, man. Hey, how many of y'all have been watching that new show, Cosmos? I've even, my kids have even told me, hey, Dad, have you watched that show, Cosmos? I can't take my eyes off of it. Me either. I love it. And I love how it's a continuation of the original show, The Cosmos. It was hosted by Carl Sagan. And but it's so fascinating. My phone is ringing. That's my ringtone. Hey, look, if you just called my cell phone and you want to talk to me, call my if you're listening, call the studio number. It's 336-763-5482. And if you're just somebody that knows me calling and you didn't know it's Friday and 3:30 and that I'm doing a show, shame on you. Shame. You're no friend of mine. I'm just kidding. But really, pay attention. Learn something about my life, okay? Cosmos. So, I love this show because it talks about a lot of things that are fascinating to me. One of which is, and the main topic is the universe and how it works and and how our solar system works, and how our galaxy works, and how the universe works, and how many galaxies there are, how many suns there are, how many planets. Golly. You know, the universe is so big. I'm just spitting out some interesting stuff here. The universe is so big that there are stars that are so far away from us that their light, the universe isn't old enough for their light to have reached us yet. And of course, the light from these stars that are so far away travels at light speed. So I wish I could tell you how fast that was. I like to watch, but I don't memorize it. Some of it I do. But it's so far away that the light the universe is not old enough for that light to have reached us yet. That's how big the universe, if that makes any sense. So, you know, we're just talking about the viewable universe. As far as we can see. You know, the one thing that's amazing, and I would encourage you to check out if you have any interest. If you don't, check it out, and it might spark some interest. But, well, I forgot what I was going to say. Isn't that embarrassing? I was going good. I got distracted. So, anyway, he's talking about, you know, they're talking about the viewable universe. And so, anyway, there's the Hubble telescope is an amazing thing. Oh, this is what I was going to tell you. I would encourage you to look up Google Hubble telescope, and then click images, and then go look at those images. You'll be amazed. There's one that I think it's called either the small or the large cluster. And you look at the photograph, and the photograph looks like a picture taken of the sky full of stars. But as with further examination of the picture, you look at the picture and you get up close and you examine the picture, you'll see that those aren't stars. Those are universes. I mean, universes. What a moron. Galaxies. They're galaxies. The stars, what looks like a sky full of stars is a universe full of galaxies. Each one of these lights in this picture is a galaxy. And the way they did that was they took the telescope and they focused it in one little small area of space, pointed it in one direction, and left it there, I think, for 10 days. And if I'm wrong, somebody, let me know. You can email me at dannytrogdon@manplease.com. And it's pointing in this one little area of the sky for like 10 days straight. And so it's an overexposure. It's an open exposure for 10 days. So it allows light to reach it in the lens for 10 days. And so it looks past, what you can see with your eyes, what we can see with telescopes on the earth. It looked past that, and just kept looking deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. For 10 days, it looked in that one little spot, and then clicked close, and that was the exposure. And so when they developed it, that's what came out. A picture that looked like space full of stars turned out to be galaxies. So it's amazing just how huge this universe is and how small and insignificant our little planet is. Even though the planet is, to us, a gigantic place that can house billions of people. And so, if there is alien life, how would they ever find us? You know how small? Oh my gosh, how would they ever find us? I mean, we're one little teeny solar system in a galaxy of billions and billions of solar systems. Just in our one galaxy. And there's 14 or billion galaxies in the universe. So you do the math on that. I can't. It's too many zeros. So I'm not worried about aliens. Like I said, I do believe that it's possible they exist. But how would they ever find us? I mean, we're shooting out a constant radio signal, and we haven't even left our solar system. This radio signal, since we've been doing it, I don't know when they started when SETI started sending out this signal and listening, but the signal still hasn't left our solar system. So what if there is life, but it's on the other side of the galaxy? There's no way that we could ever communicate. Well, I'll say ever. I can't say that, but there's no way imaginable right now for us to be able to communicate, because we've come so far in our technology, but we still haven't been able to leave our own solar system with a radio signal, and that's the only way we know how to communicate off our planet. We haven't even left our solar system. I think Voyager just recently, or soon will, has left the solar system, and Voyager was launched in the 70s, and I was watching that on the last Cosmos. Well, I don't know if it was Cosmos. It was probably another program, but I was watching how they managed to send this probe, Voyager, as far as they have, because it didn't have enough propellant, or as far as we could have gotten with this probe would have been Jupiter, but because they were so smart that they used the gravity of planets to send it to the next planet, use the gravity of that planet to like whiplash it around and help, and use the gravity to build up speed and then throw it back out into space toward the next planet. It's amazing. But we still haven't left our own solar system. But we can look and we can see things, and it's amazing, You know, you think about how big our sun, we can put 1 million Earths into one sun, and our sun is considered is considered a smaller sun. I think like the second or third biggest sun in our, well, they don't know. They can't see the other side of the galaxy. But as far as we can see, is I think it's called Betelgeuse. And it's gigantic. I mean, it's like a one of those huge exercise balls. And then our sun would be a little teeny marble on the floor next to one of these big rubber exercise balls. That's the difference. And then if you try to put our planet next to that little marble, it would probably be smaller than a grain of sand. Makes you think, don't it? Makes you think, where did all that come from? Evolution? Was it evolution? Did it evolve? Don't think so. Kind of sure that it didn't evolve. It didn't just happen. The Big Bang Theory, which that may have happened. But what made that happen? Right? Did it just spontaneously, for no reason, just happen? No, something made that happen. And then if we figure out what made that happen, well, what made the other thing happen that made that happen? You know, you keep going forever. That's why, personally, I believe in a creator. It's much easier, honestly, for me, to believe in a creator than to believe in evolution just by chance. Man, please. You know, somebody told me to believe in evolution, you have to believe that you can take a whole bunch of scrap metal and rubber and plastic and glass and liquids and put them all together into a great huge ball. Just ball them all up together, put them in a big old sack, put it all together, take it up in the sky, drop it down onto the ground, and after everything quits bouncing around and clanging into each other, it just happened to land together perfectly to create an airplane. It just happened. That takes a lot of faith to believe that that's possible. But to believe in a creator, it's so much easier. See, it makes more sense to me. But that's just my opinion. And that don't mean I'm right. I think I'm right. But, you know, we really don't know, I guess, until we pass away. And nobody's come back from that. Well, one has, but none of us have come back from that to tell us, hey, look, you know, I died last week. I came back. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe what happened to me. There really is a heaven. Or you come back from death. Oh, by the way, I died. That's it, man. It's over. You just die. You just cease to exist. So, live it up now, pal. Because this is it. Golly. That would suck. I would hate for that to be the truth. I don't want to believe in that. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. That's the way I feel. I care about the way you feel. 336-763-5482. You're listening to the Man Please Show. It's Potpourri Friday. So we can talk about anything. You can call up. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. Just call me. Peace. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Making beautiful memories last. Top Studios professional photo, audio, and video production. We offer unique packages not found anywhere else. Our wedding package includes a 30-second high-production video or audio invitation and a fairy tale love story video with professional narration. Top Studio will also give you a beautiful photo album with high-quality pictures that you can show your loved ones time and time again. For more information, call 732-781-8032.
For all you jokers out there listening to the Man Please Show, I'm going to use all my superpowers on you. Oh, wait. I don't have superpowers. Never mind.
All right, did you do the dishes?
I did.
Did you vacuum?
I did.
You're not going to blow your nose at the table anymore?
No, I won't.
Okay, you drive.
All right, let's go.
And don't embarrass me by yelling yippee when we get there.
Okay.
Sarah's Kebab Shop. Treat yourself to a menu that includes a wide range of food options from beef or chicken kebabs to one of the tastiest burgers in town. Hot and cold subs and Greensboro's best gyros. Sarah's Kebab Shop. Dine in, take out, or delivery. Located at 5553 West Market Street in Greensboro, right beside the DMV. And call them at 336-355-9260. Sarah's Kebab Shop. Reward yourself. Yippee!
Man, please.
I was looking in the yellow pages under attorneys, they take ads out and they list the things they deal with. I saw two ads right next to each other. One said slip and fall. The one next to it said slip, trip, and fall. Could you trip and call the wrong guy? I tripped and I fell. We do slip and fall. Yeah, I tripped. We do slips. Slip and fall. I remember I slipped at first. I remember thinking, hey, I'm predominantly slipping.
Predominantly slipping.
And then you trip? Yeah. We don't do that. Some law firms deal with DUI, then aggravated DUI. Do you know why I pulled you over? Yeah, I know why you pulled me over.
Aggravated. He's pretty aggravated, man.
Some law firms deal with loss of limb, which might be a legitimate case. But none of them deal with addition of limb.
Addition of limb? Huh.
I mean, I know that would be unusual, but who would you call? I went into the hospital and they accidentally put an extra arm in the middle of my chest. We do loss of limb. The guy that took it from behind me, he's going to call you in a second, but...
The guy that took it from behind me.
Can you help me? Let me give you a number to a malpractice attorney. Do you have a pen? Yeah, I'm holding a pen. And a paper. And a phone.
He's got an extra arm in the middle of his chest.
I served jury duty one time. And they would put us in the jury box and ask us questions. And if the lawyers didn't like your answer, they could kick you off and send you home. One of the questions was, have you ever been the victim of a crime? I realized very quickly everyone's trying to get out of jury duty. So everyone's trying to top each other so they get kicked off. It's like a game show. I'd never seen anything like this. Number one, have you ever been the victim of a crime? Yeah, I was mugged 3 times, twice at knife point and once at gunpoint, and I had my car stolen from my driveway, and somebody took my pet from my yard, and somebody smacked me, and that made me cry. Okay, all right. I guess. All right, number two, have you ever been the victim of a crime? Yeah, I was mugged 5 times, 3 times at knife point, and 1 time at gunpoint, and another time at another point. And I get carjacked every day. And when I walk my pets, people go, give me those! People are always hitting me with bricks. I'm always sobbing and weeping uncontrollably. Whoa, hey! Wow. All right. Hang on. Number 3, have you ever been the victim of a crime? Yeah, I mugged 7 people. I stole 9 cars. No, victim. Oh, victim. Oh, no.
No.
Talking about game shows. I like watching them. And my favorite part is the beginning when the contestants come out and, tell you a little bit about themselves. It's like their only real moment. And sometimes they have something interesting to say, and the host never asks a follow-up question. It just kills me. Number 1, tell us about yourself. My name is Eugene. I'm a scientist. I'm very close to isolating a gene. If I'm successful, I'll be able to cure every disease known to man. All right, ready to spin the wheel? You don't want to hit a zonko or you're going to hear this.
All right, you ready?
How about you, number 2? My name's Toby, and I got a dog. Oh, really? What kind of dog you have? That's what's on my TV set. I'm not sure where they get some of these contestants. True or false, Pavlov's theory proves inferior beings will respond to a bell. True. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah! Ding, 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 ding. I watch too much TV, man. I've been watching these cooking shows. Trying to learn how to cook. Haven't learned anything yet. Hell, anyone would like to cook if everything was already in pre-measured glass bowls. It's a very easy recipe. You just pick this up and you dump this in the pot. Then you grab this. I don't even know what this is, but you slide that in there. I'm going to get my crew out here to stir this while I drink wine. I want to see a realistic cooking show. When we come back, I'm going to spend 20 minutes rummaging through all my drawers trying to find my measuring spoon. You don't want to miss this.
You don't want to miss
And tune in tomorrow when after 45 minutes of preparation, I realize I don't have any eggs. Teach me that kind of stuff. And on the cooking shows, there's always a finished one in the oven. Check this out. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, wish it happened at my house. Can't find anything. I got flour all over my face. There's one in here!
There's one in here!
We can eat right now! Some cook fairies barged in and prepared one. There's a lot of weird shows. I saw this show about mules and donkeys. I had to watch it. How do you turn that off? And the host said, everyone knows mules have a terrific sense of humor.
Everyone knows.
Part of everyone, I felt stupid. So I called a friend up, like at random, hey, Joey. This is going to sound like a weird question, but do you know anything about mules? Well, I just know they have a terrific sense of humor.
Yeah, that's about all I know.
I hung up. I didn't even say goodbye. I just hung up. How does everyone know this? How does anyone know this? And then I realized they must have done a scientific test. Otherwise, you wouldn't have the audacity to make such a claim. They must have tested a mule's sense of humor. They probably put one in a stall, put a TV monitor in front of them, And it's a scientific test, so you have to have a control. So they probably start with the Jim Lehrer NewsHour, just Make sure he's not laughing all the time.
All right.
Man, please.
Well, that's today's show. Thanks, y'all, for sticking around. We'll be back Monday, and we'll have something else for you. Peace.